There's a lot happening in town over the next few days. On today's show, we'll let you know about a lot of them. Good morning, Staples.
Woke up late one Thursday, and I'm seeing stars as I'm rubbing my eyes, and I felt like there were 2 days missing as I focused on the time. Then I made my way to the kitchen, but I had to stop from the shock of what I found. A room full of all of my friends, all dancing round and round. And I thought, hello, new shoes, bye-bye blues. Hey, I'll put some new shoes.
Good morning, Staples. It's Thursday, April 25th, and I'm Lexi Andrews. We have a bit of a different show today. There's a tremendous amount of activities that are planned for Westport this weekend. Over the last couple days, we traveled around town, talked to organizers of many of the events, and we'd like to preview some of them today. But first, we always start our show off by honoring our country with the pledge. With the events of last week, we thought that today, instead we would play the emotional Star Spangled Banner that we sung at the Boston Bruin game in Boston last Wednesday.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as light as we, whose bright and bright sun through the perilous fight, for the red we lost were so gallantly streamed, and the rockets
Thank you, Boston. Our hearts are with you. Be strong. We'll be traveling around town to talk about the weekend in a moment. But first, let's stay right here at Staples for some important events. First up, it's a big month in the library, and it all culminates tomorrow. Here's a report.
We caught up with the Staples librarians to find out more about how Staples is celebrating Poetry Month.
I just want to make sure that everyone remembers that April is Poetry Month and Jazz Month, and we always celebrate with a whole day Friday where we have open mic and we have a visiting poet in. This year we're going to have a lady named C's is her stage name, and we'll have workshops for classes and open mic, and we hope everybody comes and enjoys and come to bring your poetry to read, or read the poems that someone else wrote is fine also. So mark it on your calendar, Friday, April 26th.
Wow, will you look at that? Now back to the host.
Thank you. Over break, our boys lacrosse team had an incredible and historic win over New Canaan. On Saturday, they have a big game against St. Joe's, which is also for a great cause. Here's a report.
Thank you, Lexi. Hi, I'm Steve, and Staples Boys Lacrosse had an amazing game over break against New Canaan. New Canaan was undefeated, and we had never beaten them. Staples was down by 2 goals in the fourth quarter. Joey Zelkowitz's goal cut the lead to 1, and Colin Banyan tied things up with just 18 seconds to go. Watch the reaction from the sidelines to Colin's goal. Then in second overtime, Colin passed to Will Johnson for the game winner. Again, here are the reactions from the sidelines. If you haven't seen this team, you have to. Our game this Saturday against St. Joe's is special. We're dedicating the game to Sticks for Soldiers, with money raised going to provide support and give thanks to servicemen and women who sacrificed for our country. Please come to Staples Stadium this Saturday at noon and watch the game.
Thanks. Saturday's game is just one of the many great opportunities you have for this weekend. A few of us went around town to preview some of the other events. We'll start off with Hannah talking with Mr. Aikenhead over at the farm.
Hi, I'm Hannah Dickinson, and I'm here at the farm with Mr. Aikenhead to talk about Green Day, the eco event that's going on in the town of Westport. So, what's going on here at the farm?
Well, let me show you. We got a lot going on. Okay, so one of the things we've been doing this past year at the farm is we've been building and expanding our gardens. Right now, most of them are bare, so we're hoping people will come out, get their hands dirty, and help us start to plant with our spring crop.
Wow, what's in there?
Well, come on in, we'll show you. Yeah, so Hannah, on Sunday, one of the things we'd like to do is show off some of our more famous residents here at the farm. We have our flock of chickens here, and we'll actually have some workshops, mini workshops, to teach people how they can actually raise their own chickens in their own backyard, and some other animals as well.
What other animals do you have here?
Well, right now we have some bees, we have some rabbits, and we're actually pushing in the next month or so to get some goats and sheep as well. So we're looking for some public support to help us achieve that goal with a fundraiser on Sunday.
Wow, that's really cool.
Here's our hives, our bee hives. They help pollinate the gardens and bring us honey, but we'll actually have some demonstration hives that you guys can get up close and personal to see the bees and what they do. We also have our rabbits as well.
What's her name?
This is Lily. We got her on Easter, so we called her Easter Lily. And so we're also hoping to do some additional tree planting on the farm. Here we have the old Wakeman apple orchard, but we're looking to add some new fruit trees as well. And I'd like to say Club Green has been the leading sponsor and organizer of this entire event, which we're calling Green Day, and they've actually sponsored these trees for the farm. If you haven't heard about Green Day yet, it's going to be an amazing event. It's Sunday, April 28th, and it's basically events all throughout town, from a beach cleanup in the morning to a few hours here at the farm, to events at Earthplace, and even a documentary showing at Town Hall. So if you're looking for something to do and a way to celebrate the Earth, April 28th is your day. You should definitely come out.
Thanks so much. Looking forward to this weekend, and let's visit some of those places.
Sounds great. Hope to see you out.
Thanks, Hannah. I'm here at the Westport Library with Bill Derry. How about you introduce yourself?
Sure. My name is Bill Derry. I'm the Assistant Director here at the Library for Innovation and User Experience, and I'm the co-chair of the Maker Faire that's happening this Saturday.
All right, why don't you show us around?
Sure. Let's take a look in the makerspace, and I'll show you with a 3D printer.
Sounds good.
So here we are in the library makerspace, and I want you to meet Daniel Ruskin, who's one of our 3D printer coaches. This is Jonathan from Staples.
Hi, John. So, Daniel, what do we have here?
So right now this is printing a bottle with the screw top. So as you can see, it's just layering it up with the plastic that it melts.
So it just weaves it together?
Yeah, it just layers it up. So if you look there on the bottom, it's doing one layer, and that puts another layer on top of that, and so on until you have the finished product.
So how advanced are these, would you say? Is this like a prototype? Is this like one of the first models, or has this been going on for a while now?
Well, the actual 3D printing has been going on for a long time, but it just has started going to the commercial stuff semi-recently. This isn't really a prototype. This is the Replicator 2. It's not the newest one. The newest one is the 2X, but this one is a pretty new one, the second newest model. So.
And what can you print?
You can print basically anything that's made out of plastic. You can print within size constraints, which is basically this box. This is essentially a 3D representation of the bottle that's printing. It's going to be about 2.5 inches tall. It doesn't look it on the software, but the software it'll look a lot different than the print. So we're also going to be doing a lot of this stuff at the Maker Faire. We're going to be having many more printers, such as the Replicator 1 as well as the Replicator 2. We're also going to have full body scanners from the Great Ferdini, so that's definitely a thing that you should see this Saturday at the Maker Faire.
Oh wow, that's really interesting. Everyone trying to come out. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, no problem.
Wow, that was really awesome.
Well, that was awesome, and there are 60-something other awesome makers that are going to be at the Maker Faire this Saturday. Why don't I introduce you to one right now?
All right.
So here we are with a really amazing local maker, John Macheck, who owns and operates the Norwalk Woodworkers Club. And I think you should really get to know him a little bit and find out what he does.
Hi, Jonathan. I'm John.
Nice to meet you. So what do we have here?
Well, for the Makers Faire, we're going to teach people how to make pens for the troops overseas. So everybody coming to our booth is going to turn a wooden pen on a lathe, and we're going to send it to the troops overseas.
All right.
So let me get together with you and show you how to turn a pen.
All right. Yeah. Let's check it out.
So this is a carbide tip tool that's going to rest on this tool rest right here. And as this wood spins, we're going to just slowly bring the tool in, and it's going to take off little bits of the wood as it spins. So you just bring the tool in little pieces just to get everything round. Get in here. And then we'll go from there. A little bit each time. All right. This is a wax and shellac mix. I'll just give it a nice sheen, a nice look to it. What we have are all the parts, the nub, the top, the clasp, and the pieces, and we need to insert them into those pieces that we just turned on the lathe. Push that piece in. So this piece now slides down here, and this piece goes in, and you have your pen.
So where are these pens going to go now?
Well, they are distributed to the USO, who is going to distribute them to the servicemen and women overseas.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Very awesome. So wow, there's a lot of awesome stuff here.
Absolutely. We just scratched the surface, really. I mean, we have the great Fredini, who's doing body scanning. We have the Staples Robotics group that's going to be here, as well as other robotics.
Oh, wow.
And we have a comic book art, lots of different things. Kids are going to be really, really important this weekend. We have, you already met Daniel, but we have Ben, who's going to be here. We have Jun, and 15 other teams that are going to be operating in the Makerspace.
So don't forget, come this Saturday, April 27th from 10 to 4 at the Westport Library. This isn't just the only event happening on Saturday. Here's Doug to tell us more.
Thanks, John. This week we're having a lot of interesting stuff happening on Saturday. And with me right now, I have the president of the Electric Car Club. This is Leo. So, tell us a little bit about the backstory.
I came up with the crazy idea that, hey, let's do a rally. Back in the 60s and 70s, I used to have a Porsche, and I used to enter lots of rallies, and they were great fun. And I said we could apply same principles. So I looked around, when was the last rally, and there weren't any. There were some events that went from Boston to New York to Washington, but there was no Connecticut electric car rally. So I said, why don't we do one? And the whole club rose with enthusiasm. And that's how it all started.
So, tell us what a rally is and like how it works.
Technically, it's a time, distance, speed rally where you start out at a very specified time with a very specified odometer reading, and then when you get back, the one that is most accurate for the 40 miles wins the prize.
Oh.
And the prize is going to be a gorgeous, beautiful, crystal,
Trophy?
art engraved trophy kind of thing.
So you have an electric car?
Yes, I have a Nissan Leaf.
Oh. Well, so Staples students, how will they be able to see the car and see the race?
Well, the race is beginning at the Saugatuck Railroad Station, and it will be meandering 40 miles. We'll be stopping at the Fairfield Earth Day celebration, and then it ends back at the Saugatuck Railroad Station. And after that, there will be some celebration at the Blue Parrot Restaurant in right near the Saugatuck Station. And there'll be tents there. Different sponsors will be exhibiting solar panels, cars, all kinds of
different things, drinks, energy drinks, that kind of thing. And then there'll be a roast and barbecue at the Blue Parrot. And there'll be free sliders and drinks and all kinds of interesting things for kids as well. They'll be painting this lightning bolt on faces. You'll find with electric car people and the club members a lot of enthusiasm about talking about electric cars.
I can already see that you're super enthusiastic about it. I can't wait till the event, guys. Now let's send it to Lexi in a different part of town.
Thanks, Doug. I'm Lexi Andrews, and I'm here with Becky from the Earthplace. And we were just wondering what kind of activities are going on here on Green Day this weekend.
So this Sunday is Green Day, and from 12 to 2 we have a couple of different activities going on. We'll have a pond study down at the pond exploring the different macroinvertebrates that live in the pond and hopefully seeing some ducks and frogs that are there. There'll be a guided trail walk to see some of the different plants and animals that we can find on our trails. As well, 2 times throughout that 12 to 2 period, we'll have animals from the animal hall come out for different critter encounters. And if the weather is nice, one of our eagles should make a guest appearance on an on-glove program.
Wow, that sounds awesome. So what kind of stuff do you do here at the Earthplace?
Earthplace is actually an interactive children's museum, so we have a hands-on children's museum inside. We have just about 3 miles of trail, a live animal hall exhibit, as well as a NACI accredited preschool, a state licensed summer camp, a state licensed water quality lab, and open space.
Awesome. So if we have students that want to come to the events, should we just come here?
Just come. We're here from 12 to 2 that day.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Not a problem.
Thank you for your time. All right, back to Campbell.
Thanks, Lexi. I'm here with Craig from Builders Beyond Borders in Norwalk. Could you introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Craig Skinner, and I'm Operations Manager here at Builders Beyond Borders. And on this Sunday, April 28th, from 8 to 10 a.m., we're co-sponsoring with the Westport Parks and Recreation Department Hurricane Sandy cleanup at Longshore Club Park in Westport. There was a lot of debris that washed up ashore from the storm, and it's still there. And we're asking all of the Staples High School students, the Town of Westport, and of course our B3 students and advisors to come out and help clean up. And that's pretty much the most important thing right now that we can be doing. And it's going to be a multi-day project because Stuart McCarthy, the Parks and Rec Department, had circled around the shoreline of Longshore Club Park, and there's tires and plastic cans and plastic bottles and cans. There's even a dock that washed up on shore that needs to be disassembled and taken away, but it's all to clean our environment, which is pretty important to us.
If Staples students want to get involved, how should they get in contact with you, or where should they meet with you on Sunday?
Well, they could go to our website, buildersbeyondborders.org. My email address is on there under the Who We Are tab. And it's on Sunday morning from 8 to 10 a.m., and we're all meeting at the Longshore Club Park, lower parking lot by the first tee of the golf course. And we ask that any volunteers wear rubber boots or work boots, bring work gloves, and a filled water bottle. And the Town of Westport has agreed to come and collect all the garbage. And this is also this is a Green Day event, but it's also Global Youth Service Day. And that's what prompted us to start a program or a project to honor, to take place on that same day. And there's also a sign up for volunteering on the Global Youth Service Day website. But that all can come through to me. My email address is cskinner@buildersbeyondborders.org, but it's just easier to go to the website and get my email address from the website. And Builders Beyond Borders has been a youth organization for 20 years now, and our goal, our mission is to build character, responsibility, and leadership through engaging high school students in local and global community service. And we travel to a different country that is in great need each year, and we have 5 trips that travel in February, 2 in March, and 2 in April. And it's all for high school students, 9 through 12th grade. And you can find out about our program, again, by going to our website. But we've had well over 3,000 kids over the past 20 years travel with us to perform community service, both in the country that we're visiting, but also prior to their trip, they need to do local community service because it helps to make our young adults understand that there's a great need for help, even on a local level.
Before we go, we would like to learn more about these photos and how they're made.
These photos are what we call photo mosaics. Each team picks a photo from one of their photographers that they took on the trip. And then what we do is we take all of our B3 students and advisors' photos, well over 10,000 images, and we build the image slowly from the original image, and this software program creates a photo mosaic by going through all the folders that contain photographs, and it puzzle pieces it together. And slowly but surely it builds the images. So all these large photographs are on canvas, and they're all made up of all the thousands and thousands of photographs that our students and advisors took on our trips.
Thanks, Craig. Hope to see you Sunday.
Hope to see you as well, and I hope to see as many of our young adults from Staples High School come out and help out.
Regardless of if you'd like to take in a sporting event, help the environment and learn about green initiatives, see new car technology, or make cool things with those that are making them, you owe it to yourself this weekend to enjoy the spring and enjoy Westport. Bye.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your